Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic the Podcast with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
I'm ready to rock. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, everybody? Unapologetic the Podcast. Another episode. Dre the Nomad. Rez the Prime Minister at your service.
What's happening?
Goody. What up? Yo, man. What's good with you, man?
Coolin', bro. You know, out here still doing my thing, doing my 1-2. Working hard, and ready to get home, man. Got some to handle, man. Got some family business to tend to, dog.
Okay.
So, you know, need to start wrapping this crap up and getting back to what I need to do, man. Fixing a couple things, tying up some loose ends, mending a couple things. You know how it go.
Mm-hmm. You know,
shit get real, bro.
Go ahead, yeah. For those that of us that know, you know, that's the most important thing, man. You know, you can be having all the fun you want, making all the money you want, man. But when, you know, the family things start talking, you like, yo, I got, you know, this shit means, you know, more than anything, you know, you gotta get the fuck up out of there.
Man, look, bro, when I tell you I need to get up out of here, man, I need to go. but you know, and all in all, like, just here, man. I'm thankful to be here. Thankful to be able to be providing for my family the way that I have been doing, man. And you know, this is a stepping stone for me, or a block for me, a seed for me, whatever you want to call it. But for the long haul, for the long road, for, you know, once I'm able to put the boots down like you. So this is definitely gonna be something that's gonna help me out with that, man, and be able to take care of me and mine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And then you meet good people that you never know who you gonna run into, you know, some other time in your life, you know what I'm saying, and the experiences in general, man. I mean,
Facts.
You know, give and take with it, but I mean, it's a good experience, you know.
Facts.
Yeah, but man, that's it. Nothing else.
Trying to think, man. Anything new, dog? Nah, man, it's been Groundhog Day for me, bro. You know? Straight Groundhog Day for me, trying to work, man, and, you know, dealing with a bunch of people, dog. And just trying to make it happen, man.
Yeah, I feel you, dog. Today was unexpectedly cooler day than usual. And I guess I should have saw it coming, because yesterday I woke up with a sore throat, like this whole side of my throat was sore, you know, felt like, you know, like I was like, man, I gotta go get some halls now, you know, because weather turning. And then I woke up this morning, because like the last week or two, it's been perfect weather. You know, that weather to where you ain't gotta turn on the heat or the AC.
Mm-hmm.
You can just sleep comfortable. You can be comfortable in the house all day. You know what I'm saying? You wake up in the morning, it's a little cool, but throughout the day it'll warm up. That's how it's been. This morning, right. I woke up, it's like 62 degrees in the house, and I was like, sheesh. Like, it's getting close. It's getting close to trying to turn that motherfucking heat on, dog, because that temperature right there is that temperature you don't want to, you know, pull them covers back, and you like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you know how you sleep. If you the type of nigga that if you sleep naked, or you just like sleep with some boxes on, you know what I'm saying? You pull them covers back and you ain't got shit on. You like, oh my God. You know?
That wolf come through.
Yeah. I mean, outside of that, man, life is good, man. I'm just I'm applying to a couple schools, man. I'm trying to really do some things different, man. I want to get a little deeper in this podcast thing, and just media in general, man, and, you know, advance my skills and shit. So I don't know, there's a couple things I'm gonna try to do, man. I guess it might be boredom, but, you know, I'm the type of person that when I got some shit on my mind, I need to go ahead and do it right then. Because if I procrastinate, and you might share the same quality. It might be an Aries thing. If I procrastinate, I'll be like, fuck it.
Get over with.
And so yeah, when I'm focused and want to do some shit, I gotta do it. Because if I wait till later, you know, that shit'll be done at my leisure or never done at all. So
man, more so than not, man, I ain't gonna get the shit done. So
yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like that a lot of times when I do shit. I'm like, motherfuckers be like, damn, you got time? Nah, I gotta get this shit done right the fuck now.
yeah,
If I don't
right now.
It won't get done. It won't get done. But man, outside of that, life is good, man. I can't complain about anything, man. Holidays come. I'm not too excited about that, but I mean, probably because I don't have no plan. I don't know what the fuck I want to do. I really don't. I haven't really been in a holiday mood for a couple years now, for about a year or two, maybe 3. I don't know. Shit just don't feel the same.
Okay, I hear you.
We'll see. We'll see, man. But
hope that changes, man.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm actually I got some thoughts that I want to do. Me and my mom, we ain't really spent no holidays together in a while because her schedule's just so busy. My mom, the type of woman that just keeps herself busy. She got to be doing something. She'll work on holidays. She'll work like the day before Thanksgiving or the day before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Just because she don't got nothing to do. And then she get off and then she's tired. She don't want to do nothing. So I just leave her alone. I crept up on her one year and she was not having that shit. She was like, you should have said something. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? She waking up. She still got the bonnet on her head. She at the door. Face all alone. I'm like, what? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel bad because I'm like, damn, I got my mom up and she's sitting here looking like she want to go back to sleep and shit. Not, so I was like, all right, but yeah, man. But hey, let's go ahead and dive into this, bro.
Yes, sir.
I want to start off by talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. I believe that's his name pronounced. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
Yeah. So I guess want to say earlier this week, the judge made a movement to, and said that the people that he killed cannot be referred to as victims, which is very interesting. Because so then I'm like, well, what do you refer to them as? I mean, they were shot and killed. If I remember correct, they wasn't doing any harm to him.
Okay.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, was it?
I don't think that they were.
Right. I believe anything that happened to transpire, it was due to him. I mean, but I just found it interesting that these people that he killed that were protesting cannot be considered victims. Well, referred to as victims in court on his trial. And the words that they said were acceptable were protesters, looters, rioters, or you can use the word, I think they said instigators or some shit like that.
Wow.
Right. Instigators, which, I mean, complaining witnesses. That was the other term.
Okay. So without taking too big of a deep dive into this, man, I mean, I think we both are in agreement. We can say that's a crock of shit. And here's why. So for me, so first and foremost, man, anybody that loses their life, I don't give a fuck what it is. If you lose your fucking life, right? Because the if someone takes your life, you're a victim. I don't give a damn how you slice the cake. I don't care what they were doing or whatever. A victim is someone who has their life taken from them. A victim, you're a victim. Like, that's just what it is. I know I keep on repeating the word, but I mean, last time I checked, that's what it meant.
Yeah, you can't emphasize it any more than that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so if someone takes your life, and I'm not saying it's okay or for, criminal or not criminal, or if you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing or not, you're still a victim because their life is lost. Last time I checked. So, man, you know what, man? It's just another way, another curve or another loophole, man, to lighten the blow, if you will, in my opinion. And it just doesn't make sense. And it's ridiculous. It shouldn't be that way. I don't even know who the fuck sat back in a courtroom or in the library or wherever the fuck they were in the basement and came up with this shit. And it's actually right in the court of law, man. I don't understand it, dog. Like, what? Make it make sense, please, because I don't understand.
I can't. And like I said, I was dumbfounded on just when I saw the headline, and I had to read more into it, onto what terms can we use, or what terms are acceptable, because like you said, a victim is exactly what happened to these people. They were killed. They were a victim. If I walk down the street and punch you in your face, you was a victim of an attack. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
victim of assault and battery. You're a victim. You're a victim. Something happened to you. So let me correct myself. I said someone lost a life. Yeah, that may be true, but you just made a point. You could be a victim of domestic violence. So let me get this straight. So if a person is getting beat on by their spouse, right? Even though that person, and let's just say that person, stabs other person, that person isn't a victim anymore.
Right. I mean, like you said,
or the person that died isn't a victim either.
To me, it looks like another blatant slap in the face, another clear case of when you think, damn, how much more do they want to move the goalposts? Well, let me show you. I'm gonna move it all the way to the other side of the field.
Agreed.
So I mean, and I think thinking about this now, it'll be interesting how this plays out, because I'm pretty sure this probably won't be the last time that we hear about some shit like this.
No, this is the tip of the iceberg, man. I think they're trying to open up the floodgates for terminology and how in depth we go with charges and what can be held against you and what can't, just down to the terminology, man. The shit is ridiculous, man. The shit, whomever, I won't call any names, but whomever is actually letting this ride, man, in that courtroom, man, or on that case, should be slapped with a fucking M16 across the side of their throat, because it just doesn't make sense, man. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's sad, dog. It's sad. It's a sick, sad world, man.
Yeah, and for a judge to submit that, to let that go, it's crazy. And I'm pretty sure that the and I will call them that, the victims that were killed will their past will definitely be drug up in court and thrown out there just to make Kyle Rittenhouse look more innocent, in the eyes of whoever is trying to defend him.
The jurors.
Exactly. Yeah. But to move on from that, and I guess we're talking about violence and crimes, a big rash of just and these are victims too. There's been a lot of domestic cases where men are killing women, assaulting women, doing whatever because just pure rejection.
Okay. Yeah.
I talked to Aisha probably about a week or two ago about this, and I told her, I was like, you should do a show on it, just because we was brainstorming, I was giving her ideas, but I saw something earlier and I was like, well, maybe me and Drake should touch on this, just the I guess the talk about men that can't deal with rejection or find rejection hard, or I guess their pride or egos is too soft or too small to even deal with that. And I just find, I don't know, I find it weak. Me personally, and I think it might go for all of us. I hate rejection, but
of course,
but I can deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It never makes me want to resort to violence or killing somebody, even if it was with a woman. You know what I'm saying? We've been together a couple years, and she's like, listen, I'm not feeling no more. We got to split. I don't want to be with you. It never. Me speaking now, I can't see myself wanting to kill somebody. Or the most recent case I read, this guy, he was talking to his lady, and basically she was breaking up with him, and he poured gasoline on her and lit her on fire.
Wow.
And then helped put the fire out. But this is coming off of, I guess 9 months earlier, they had gotten an argument. She was I think she was 7 or 8 months pregnant, and they said, and he punched her in the stomach.
Okay.
So she lost the baby. So I mean, that was the most recent incident I read. But just, I mean, what do you think goes in these men's mind that are like this?
I think it could, for one, I think it could be, they just are to the point where they don't understand, or that they can't. They don't know how to cope well with rejection. They don't like the word no. They don't like the word I can't. Maybe because they're used to having things their way. You know what I mean? I've never been to the point where I wanted to kill somebody, or I tried to kill somebody because somebody rejected me or whatever. But I mean, I can remember times where, I haven't been the very best when it came down to breakups. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like you said, it's gonna never take me to a point where I want to knock somebody off, bro. Like, nah, like it's other people. Life goes on, bro. I got plenty to live for besides not living because a woman says she doesn't want to deal with me. No. It's not going down like that at all. But I think it has a lot to do with it, man. It's people, men, or men, so I'm talking about men, they just can't, some certain men just can't grasp that, a woman isn't interested in them, dog. And
Right.
It'll throw your brain off, it'll throw your mind off, and it's not for the weak. Weak-minded person don't think, hey, well, if I can't have you, nobody can. It could be a sickness, mental illness or whatever. And it's unfortunate, man. But I think that's what it has to do with, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And it's a sad case. So have you ever been associated or been with homeboys, around homeboys at the club, and they felt some kind of way because a woman wasn't giving them the number or any attention, and they got a little beside themselves?
So let me tell you something, man. I'm glad you said that. I won't even go as far as a club. I remember when I moved to DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was 16, 17 years old, but probably latter end of 16 going into 17 or something like that, right? And I moved to 17. And, we got Southern hospitality, dog. You know what I mean? You know how we give it up down in North Carolina, and not everybody, but just the South period.
Right.
We consider more of the smooth talkers, as opposed to men up north. You know what I mean? So, and that's not even all the way up top. That's just, that's the Middle Eastern region of the United States. And some might still call it the South, but we know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, not going on a deep dive, but so we were riding the train one day, man, right? Me, I'm the country boy of the clique, and maybe about 4 or 5 other guys, right? We're on the train in the subway. And one of my homeboys, they try to go at her, try to speak to a young lady. He say whatever he say, what's up, sweetheart? How you doing? Yada, yada, yada. Whatever he says, right? And the girl turned around, was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm straight. I got a boyfriend or something more. Some along those lines. She rejected him, right?
Uh-huh.
This nigga goes off on the deep end. Bitch, you ain't shit. Fuck you then. Bitch, old stinking ass.
Nice.
And he was upset about it. I mean, he was embarrassed first, I think. But then, he really started going in on it. Like, I thought the man wanted to fight it. So, me being who I am, not trying to be a Captain Saver or whomever,
Mm-hmm.
but, I talked to her like, no, you ain't got to talk to her like that, bro. Like, if she don't want you, she don't want you. Cool. Like, what's the big deal? Why you acting like it's the end of the world because this woman don't want to let you talk to her, or she don't got no conversation for you? She don't got no conversation for you, dog. It is what it is. What you worrying about?
Right.
Why you ain't got to talk to somebody bad because they're not interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I started realizing, like, it's folks out here that really do that shit. Like, it's people out here that real life, if you don't do what they want you to do, bro, they will turn, that sugar will turn to shit so fast and will talk bad about you. Horrible. So whomever, people that can't take the rejection, man, and they're killing folks or hurting folks, putting their hands on folks, man, you got a serious problem, dog.
Yeah, very serious problem. I'm glad you said that. But so I do think that's a double-sided coin, because I do think and not to defend any man that does this or even, nigga, I was about to say, am I recording? But yeah. Oh, we can't have that happen again. But no, so I do think there's a certain way that you talk to people too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Granted, okay, she did it the correct way.
Yeah.
I have a man, even if she do it, that ain't nobody's business. I have a man, I'm blah, 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 whatever else. I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? But we have seen cases to where that wasn't the initial, like, nasty, there are some women out there that get nasty off the top, nah,
Indeed.
nigga, you broke ass nigga, you hollering at, you know what I'm saying? So,
Indeed.
but that's not an excuse for any man to get violent. But,
nah.
A lot of these niggas ain't rap tight either. So you coming at them a certain way is going to invoke a certain reaction or so and I say that because I think at the end of the day these women should be thinking about themselves and protecting themselves any way they can at first. So if this nigga, you don't know who this nigga is or how crazy he is, so in order to make sure that you are going to be protected or you can make it out alive out of the situation, I mean, it might be in the best interest to play it smooth, be as polite as you can, to get yourself out of the situation or away from whatever else. Because like I said, a lot of these niggas ain't rap tight. You know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas just think they're entitled to having your phone number or whatever else. I've heard cases where niggas will call the number that a girl give them in front of them just to make sure they gave them the right number.
I've seen people do that.
Nigga, are you serious? Like, what kind of dumb shit is that?
I've seen people do that. I definitely have seen it, and it's sad, bro. It's sad, wild. But you got folks that real life, they silly as fuck, man.
That's wild. Speaking of violence, man, me and you had just talked about this. I hate to fuck this dude name up, but it's like Isimemen Etute, whatever his name is. But
Virginia Tech guy.
Yeah, he's Virginia Tech, college student, freshman, 18 years old, linebacker. He met this lady on Tinder, hooked up, they hung out, he got head, and then I guess throughout the next days, weeks, whatever, they're conversating, he started to suspect that this might not be a woman. So he arranged a link up for them or whatever else, and I guess from what I'm reading, asked the questions to figure out, hey, is this a man or a woman? Questions wasn't being answered the way he wanted to, so he I don't know if they started getting intimate or whatever else, so he could find out. But he basically, long story short, he reached between her legs, and it's a dick there, and he start just punching, beating the fuck out this man. So now we know it's a man. Beat him to death. I think that happened back in May. So as of Tuesday, which was yesterday, what was that? The 27th of October, he's been indicted on second-degree murder charges.
What? Yesterday was 26. So
26.
Yeah. So first off, let's just be clear, man. Like in today's society, you are what you say you are, right? You are what you say you are.
Yeah, sad truth.
You are what you say you are. So, if that person identified as a woman, it's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
God be with that young man, that young brother. I think that, in my opinion, that's the worst, man. It's misleading. It's cruel. It's distasteful. Like, it's just the worst, man. And you know, I think the young boy, obviously was in shock. I mean, he had some type of inkling that it was a man. So when he reached for what he reached for, and got his issue, man, you know, he probably went in shock, man. He probably would, you know, he probably felt disrespected. He probably feel low, felt 50. I'm not condoning him beating somebody to death.
Right.
I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that I definitely can understand why he reacted the way he reacted, because I can't say that I would do the same, right? For the person who did it, they should be ashamed of themselves. And the reason why, and I understand you don't have to, or in that society, you know, we spoke about it, like you don't have to, you know, let anyone know what your true sex is, you know, by birth or anything like that. But, you know, the reality of it is that that's bullshit, man. You should give people the opportunity to choose on what type of person that they want to deal with, man, today, because that shit matters, right? And I don't want to deal with a person that has a penis and some testicles, then that's my prerogative, bro. That's my right. And it's my right to fucking know. Not saying it's right. I hate that somebody lost their life, a victim, you know, the victim of you know, dying or whatnot, and murder or whatever you want, well, not whatever you call it, victim of murder, because that's what happened. Bro, you can't play with people like that these days, dog. You know what I'm saying? That man probably thought about his reputation. You know, he's a football player, you know what I mean? Full testosterone, shit like that. Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? And this man asked you, this man gave you the opportunity to come clean. But that's selfish that a person would not do that, man. That's very fucking selfish.
You're absolutely right. You're 100%.
Very fucking selfish.
Key word you said again, victim. I think actually both of them were victims.
Absolutely.
Both of them were victims.
Absolutely.
You know, you made a lot of good points. The person doesn't have to divulge information on, you know, who they are, what their sexuality or sexual orientation is. But I think, and that's hard to even say that, but I mean, once you start dealing with, let's say, a heterosexual man or heterosexual woman, you're not heterosexual. I think it should be some kind of common courtesy or respect that you let them know, like, you know, hey, this ain't what you think it is. You know, I wasn't born a man, I wasn't born a woman, XYZ. Like you said, give them the decency to, you know, or courtesy to where they want to continue on or not.
To decide, yeah.
And instead of letting them find out, you know, the way they did, because shit happens out of anger. Not taking up for this football player or not, you know what I'm saying? But I can say there's probably a good chance 7, 8 out of 10 times the average man will probably react that way. Now, whether they beat somebody to death is another question. But the average heterosexual man, I would say, let's say 6 to 8 times out of 10. They would probably react with certain.
They be ready to fuck right. They don't ready to knock your head smooth off.
Absolutely. So
what it is, they be ready. We speak it, but now, and from a literal, I'm not speaking literal when I say it, but they could be ready to kill your motherfucking ass. And unfortunately, in this situation, that's what happened. In no way, shape, or form are we unapologetic nation saying that it was right for a person to die. No. But what we are saying is that you can't fucking play with people. Because I promise you, if I was in a predicament like that where I was talking to someone and I figured out, or, you know, one thing led to another and it was a man, bro, you got to see me, dog.
Right. And you can't say how you would react, because I mean, it might be like that. It might be worse.
Well, death is the ultimate, but
yeah, just because they're in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, you don't know, man. But it's not fair. It's not fair. And you know what? That young man is gonna go down unfortunately, in my opinion, he's going to go down for probably what, second or third degree murder, man.
Mm-hmm.
And because what is he up for now? Second degree?
Second degree.
Yeah. I think that it's going to, God, I hope that it does not. But justice, man. Somebody lost their life.
Right. Yeah. And that we don't condone.
Yeah. Somebody lost their life, Reg. So it's a fine line, dog. I feel bad for both sides, both parties, both families, man. I feel bad for them, and definitely keep them in my prayers, man. Both sides, man, because both sides of those families, both of those families are hurting right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're hurting, and they're angry.
Right. And something we failed to mention. Well, I don't know if I did mention it, but the man was 40. And this football player is a freshman, just turned 18. So he's not a minor, but he is a child. Let's get a little controversial. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he's a child in the eyes of who?
Okay, that's why I say of who? He's not. You're right. Let's get a little controversial.
All right.
Will we look at it different if that was a 18-year-old girl being fooled by let's say a 40-year-old man or woman?
You motherfucking right. We may not look at it different because we believe wrong is wrong.
Right.
However, society, no fucking question. If it was a woman, if it was a young girl, woman, she would be considered, by law they would say that she's an adult and all that, but in the eyes of society, I believe that they would definitely be pushing the baby narrative. You know what I mean? That's just a baby. That's just a this, that, and third. But this young man, right, to some, probably to most people, he's a grown man. He knew, he did this, he made decisions. He's an adult, 18, blah, 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 bullshit. So to answer your question, yes, we would be looking at it differently, big dog.
Mm-hmm. So what you were about to say, as far as is he a child?
Again, in the eyes of some, yes. In my eyes, yes. Mm-hmm. But then I have to sit back and think about it. For us, 18, and especially when it goes down to our profession, the age of 18 means so much, and it's first of all, it's a milestone for anyone, right? Because by law, that turns you to an adult for a lot of things. Not for everything though, but for a lot of things, it turns you to an adult. Like just recently, you have to be 21 to buy cigarettes, correct?
I believe so.
So, 21 buy cigarettes. So the reading between the lines is that 18-year-olds, when it comes down to cigarettes, are children. Youth, right?
And cigarettes and alcohol. You're absolutely right.
And alcohol, right? And alcohol. So you read between the lines, right? If we read between the lines, the fine print, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess it's safe to say that we pick and choose when we want to be an adults. We want to place people in the adult pool, and we want to place people in the child pool.
Yeah, another way that they move the goalposts on us.
And moving the goalpost period, when you say us, but I say society.
Well, that in general, yeah, society.
Yeah, I say America, dog. Yeah. Like that's crazy. That is nuts to me, man. Mm-hmm. Prayers out to that young man, dog. And you want to say you want justice to be served, man. But good grief.
You think about what could have prevented that?
Well, I know what could have prevented it.
Well, yeah, we know, but we can't say that really because, like you said, to start it off at the top, you really don't have to divulge any of this information if you don't.
Bro. You
know
don't, and it's scary and it's sad, bro.
Absolutely.
It's scary and it's sad, bro. Wow, bro. Anyway.
So I sent you this clip. Kevin Gates. Mm-hmm. Kevin Gates said a man, when engaging in any kind of sexual activity or sexual acts with a woman, should not ejaculate. Why? Because it weakens you as a man. It relaxes you. It relaxes you. It's like a part of your soul or being or energy is being drained or sucked from you. Let's talk about it. Actually, so me and Dre gonna pause right now.
You don't understand. Another thing I was telling you that's like really healing to your body, it's gonna sound crazy, is semen retention. Not releasing no semen. Like you can have, and it's beautiful.
Didn't I just tell you I was practicing abstinence?
You can have
the new year. You thought I was tripping.
Nah. You need to have sex. You can have sex, but your intention should be to please your partner. And don't release no semen. If you feel like you about to release, stop. And let it it's gonna heal your central nervous system and everything. Heal your brain.
So you saying you gotta have a mean pullout game?
No, that's like going to the gun range and looting the gun up and going.
It's about
you gotta have a pullout game.
I ain't gonna say pullout game for me. It's about knowing your body.
Mm-hmm. See, all right. So I just played the clip. I'm gonna put the clip right there so they can hear what we heard. Because we gonna talk about this.
So, dog, what are you? I mean, Kevin Gates is a wild boy, first and foremost. Right? Kevin Gates is a wild boy. We know that.
Right.
Go ahead.
Wasn't he the guy that said you shouldn't receive head from your woman because you're looking down on her or something like that? I think he said that years ago too, or something like that. But go ahead.
Okay. So Kevin Gates is a wild boy, first and foremost. Second of all, yeah, I don't understand what he means by weakens you. I mean, sexual intercourse is supposed to be pleasurable, right? So you're doing it for pleasure, right? And for this climax or whatnot, right? And I mean, we can go deeper and say that you want to, you're having sex because you want to please, your partner or whatever the case may be, man. But I think the ultimate goal is normally climaxing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm doing this not only to help my partner, but to help myself, then what the fuck is the problem? What are you talking about weakening yourself? What are you talking about? Weakening what? What is a weekend? What is a weekend? What is a weekend?
I can't.
I know, and I know boxers. Boxers while they train, I know a lot of boxers don't have sex because they feel like it throws them off mentally. Mm-hmm. So maybe he's going that route. Mm.
I'm not preparing for a boxing match though.
Yo, this dude, man. Yeah, last time I checked, I don't wrap my hands up, but none of that crap. So, when I step into that octagon, hey, I'm trying to handle my scandal, man.
You know what the mission is.
Whatever you want to. Yeah, whatever you want to call it, bro. So I'm not, but Kevin, I'm not buying it, Kev. I can't agree with you, Kev. You're tripping, brother.
Yeah, you lost me. What's and like you said, what's the point of even having sex if that's not the end state for both of y'all?
Facts.
I
don't know, bro.
If you're with the right person, you coming or having an orgasm is a turn on for them, and that's something that they want to see happen, because a lot of women gonna feel like if you didn't come, it wasn't good to you.
In most cases.
Yeah,
in most cases for sure. In most cases, ain't nobody going for that, bro.
No, Kevin, you gotta make that one make sense. You gotta come back out with another and just go deeper into this.
Maybe he just said it for controversy, man. Maybe he said it for people like you and me that are going to try to dissect it for what it really is. Maybe that's what it was. Because there's no way that I want to, in my heart of heart, that I believe that Kevin Gates really believes this. There's no way.
Yeah, I can't see that
I'm not buying it, Kev.
Me neither. And like I said, I think he was the guy that said something about you shouldn't receive oral sex from your woman. I'm pretty sure.
All right, Kev. All right, Mr. Gates. Congratulations. We're talking about it.
Yeah, we're supposed to hashtag after this. You know, you got to stay in the news, in the media somehow. So there's, like you said, this might be that. This might be that. I can't get it. You could never make that make sense to me. I don't care who told me that. No. Jesus could part the clouds right now and knock on my back door and tell me that, and I'm like, are you sure about that? I don't know. But moving on. Last episode, we was talking about spouses, or not even spouses, just, I mean, anybody you're dealing with, relationship-wise, them, friendships, friends, your friends, all the other stuff. And someone had asked me, so do you think it's important that you and your partner share mutual friends or have mutual friends?
Yeah, I think it is important. I think it's important. I don't think all of them have to be. I don't think all of them should be. But I think it's important to have some, one or two, or I'm not going to even put a number on it. Excuse me. I think it's important to because I'll say it's important for. Well, how about this? I'll say for me, it's important, and I think one of the things that I do, one of the things that I make sure that I do, is that when I do have a friend and they're in a relationship or whatever the case may be, I make sure their significant other is comfortable with me. I make sure that they understand, yes, I am here because of your spouse, but understand, I feel as though I need to have a relationship with you as well. You know what I mean? Some are deeper than others. Don't get it fucked up. Some are lighter than others. Don't get fucked up. But for me, I think it's important because I think it's important to be for that said person to be comfortable with me. So I think it's important, man. Again, some will be considered friends. I know one of my buddies that's out in Augusta right now. His wife is my friend, bro. Like legit. She is my friend. Like that. That's my player partner. Don't get it messed up.
Okay.
But his wife is my dog too. You know what I'm saying? Like I make no mistake about it. And it's strictly that, of course. But and I take it, and I take her friendship serious as well. I do. I take it serious because it matters to me.
That's cool. That's dope. I believe it. I guess too. I believe it too. The type of people we are, we do like to, get together and do things, hang out. So I think that makes, everything a little more, easier to deal with too, because you never want to be, in the company of people that just don't fuck with your partner.
Yeah.
Or vibe with them in a good way. You know what I'm saying? There's always some kind of bad or negative energy, and and for the most part, me, you, anybody we deal with, it's like a big, it's like we all know each other. We done took trips, overseas, wherever, so it's, we all kind of mutual, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do think I think it's kind of important. I do, but the bad thing is, if shit goes sour, then you got the other side of that, that the flip side of that shit. So,
you know what? I'll tell a story. I would tell a story. So the couple that I'm talking about in Augusta, man. And shout out to Jarvis and shout out to Neil, man, Hardy. So them two, I mean, they were going at it, right? They were going at it, right? Just straight up. And I'm at the house and I'm like, shit, man, you know, him and I get ready to step out of shit like that, right? So, you know, he's saying what he's saying, she's saying what she's saying. You know, she had cooked. She knew I was coming over. So she had cooked. And he, yeah, you know, well, I'm out of here, man. You know, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm gone. You know, Dre, let's rap. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm getting up. And she say, let me get my face right. She say, you ain't gonna fix no plate. Now, you know, your mama's down south, dad's down south, somebody give you, you know, they offer your plate, you know, especially when it's planned for you to be there to eat. You don't turn that down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I eat a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I'm hungry, I eat a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I eat a little bit. My man's outside, he texting, blowing me up, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, but I can't fuck up that relationship with wifey because, you know, that could have hurt her feelings or could have had her looking at me like, man, this nigga fraud, this old weak that, you know what I mean? Like, so I had to eat. So I go outside to get in the car. We ride off. Man, my man got the strong jawline. He ain't even looking at me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even looking at me. So I broke the ice, like, dog, what you expect me to do, man? I had to eat, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she my folks too. Man, oh, fuck that. You my partner. So we laugh about it now because he understands, like, yeah, you had to take the plate. You had to take the plate. It wasn't funny then. It's funny now, but back then that shit was not funny. And that's just an example, bro. Like, you know, I think about that, dog. I can't just not, you know, and even when it comes down to, you know, Justin and Carisha, man, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know, Justin's my guy, you know what I'm saying? He's my friend. But at the same time, like, you know, Carisha's my homie too. You know what I mean? Like, she, you know, she's my friend. If she called me and she needed me, I'm gonna be there just as if I was there for Justin. Right. So, you know what I'm saying?
I get it. Those are good points. Mutual friendship, I think, is very, very, very beneficial in relationships. Very beneficial. It is beneficial. And it's called dividends. It minimizes a lot of headaches and drama too.
Okay.
A lot of headaches and drama. So, pillow talking. Pillow talking. Let's talk about pillow talking.
Yeah.
And we can mix in the mutual friend thing. So, well, first of all, what do you think about pillow talking?
I think that it's going to happen. I think that certain things are to be said when it comes down to pillow talking, man. I think it can be a gift and a curse, though. You know what I'm saying? I think it could be a gift and a curse. Yeah.
Glad you said that. So far as with the mutual friends thing, because we know, because I mean, pillow talking is men do it. Let's put that out there. Let's put that out there. That men do it. Because I mean, if any woman listens to this episode will probably say that shit, you know, but we're not going to talk about men. Well, we might talk about men. But for us, I've been with plenty of women that, you know, that's just something they do. Like we're in bed and they just, you know, such and such, you, and a lot of times, you know, man, you like, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, such and such in the group chat said, such in the group chat said XYZ and and you like, oh, bunch of girl shit. But there have been times, well, I'm pretty sure there are times to where your woman may have told you something about mutual friends, and you like, I ain't really want to know that shit, or I ain't want to know my homeboy get down or give it up like that. You know what I'm saying? So how does that play in the shit? And do you happen to like I guess one? I mean, of course, depending on how cool you are with your man, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing gonna change. I mean, but you like, I don't want to look at the nigga different. Like, why you gonna tell me some shit like that? You know what I'm saying?
I've been in that situation plenty of times. And you know, hey, listen, man, I just try to I try to make, my friendships, male or female, judge-free zones, man, because I done heard some wild shit. So, but at the same token, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can say the same about me, like, oh, that nigga Dre, saying it to their wife or their husband or whomever, So it goes both ways. But I will say, bro, I have heard some wild shit. And, I was forced to, just play it like, hey, I mean, I'm not going to bring it up or no shit like that. Mm-hmm. But, just learn how to not judge folks, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think you probably shouldn't bring it up, but
of course not. You shouldn't.
I think it might be one of those things where, like, I really didn't want to know that. Like, you ain't have to tell me that, baby. If I understand the pillow talk, aspect, but there should be like a fine line, you know what I'm saying? To where to shit you might be telling me. If you telling me about your homegirl, then yes, but don't talk to me about, Chris and Amber. Amber was telling me she used a strap on Chris, and now you looking like my nigga likes to strap on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some shit you don't want to hear.
Right. You don't want to hear.
So I think there is a fine line, and that's just an example. I don't know a Chris and Amber unapologetic nation. I don't think Dre know a Chris and Amber either.
No, not together anyway. But you want me to tell you something while you say that, bro? You know what? For us to be unapologetic, man, we have to throw out disclaimers out there a whole lot. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. What I say, I'll say what the fuck I mean. So I'm right. Just
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but I said what the fuck I said. However, I guess for the purposes of not offending people, that's when it comes into play. That's just a little side note. I don't want to go off on a tangent on it.
Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah.
Listen, yeah.
I want the motherfuckers digging up episode 63. Like, oh, these niggas they transphobic. They transphobic. And they homophobic. They talked about men, no, like, hold on, nigga. Let us enjoy this shit real quick. Like, we just got big. Don't be digging up episode 63. You know what I'm saying? Because internet is good for that shit.
Trying to cancel a nigga before you even get on. Thanks, baby.
Yeah.
Nah. Definitely don't want to. Definitely, it should be a fine line. I agree with you, man. Like, certain things, and I'm sure for certain couples there is a line not to cross or whatever. Like, so I get it. Yeah,
because I don't want to look at Chris like that. I don't want to like, oh man, my nigga like the strap on, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's nothing you want to know about your nigga, but because it's just interesting shit. Like your woman might want to do some ass play with you. She might like, well, Chris let Amber do it, and you like, baby, hold on. I like the freaky shit. Now I'm into some freaky shit, but that ain't me. Yeah. Like, but Chris let Amber do it. No. First of all, I didn't want to know that about Chris.
Calm down.
Hold on, my girl. Like, no. So definitely a fine line. You can tell me about Amber all day you want to. Amber's a slut. She like the da. We was at the club, girls' night out, and she went up to some dude and started filling on his dick. Okay, cool.
I don't want to know
that because I don't want to hide that from Chris, but I'd rather hear about that than Chris taking this strap on him.
Yeah, of course. So we are in agreement that it's a fine line.
Man. Yeah.
That's safe. Yeah.
Very safe. But what's the relationship without pillow talk though?
I don't believe it to be true. I don't believe there's a relationship out there, a real relationship, like actual people are actually like, title or whatever. I don't think it's possible.
Right. Yeah. You gotta have something to talk about, some talking points.
Yeah,
sometimes that should just come out of you.
Yeah, you gotta have some spice, man. And unfortunately, it's at the hands of someone else.
Chris and Amber.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris and Amber. We gotta joke you out. Chris.
Yeah.
Amberger.
I thought about this the other day, bro, and this past female I used to, and I'm unapologetic. We was just fucking.
Okay.
Listen, and if she listens, she knows we was just fucking. I mean, that is what it was. It wasn't no relationship or anything. But haven't talked to her in months.
Okay.
And she sent me a random text out the blue. I want to say it was Sunday or Monday, one of them. And she was like, she said, hey, just reaching out, let you know, we haven't talked in a while and I miss you. And I was like, I just responded, really? Like, I don't like, what do you miss about me? Really? Like, how could you miss me? I don't know. But whatever. So then she texted me yesterday and she was like, do you miss me? I hate that shit. I hate that shit. If I tell you, if I miss you, I'm going to tell you, you know what I'm saying? But don't like force me or try to make me obligated to feel like, I got to tell you, you know what I'm saying? So is there or should there be an unspoken rule on, people you just fucking, like far as in that those feelings? Because I try to, if we just fucking, I leave feelings out of it. I try not to get involved in feelings and all that other shit because then, it complicates what you're doing, especially if you're just fucking.
Okay.
I don't know why women do that shit anyway. Like, do you miss me?
Well, it ain't just women though.
It probably ain't.
No, ain't no probably. I'm telling you, It ain't just women. It's men out there that need that, that affirmation too, man. It is.
Tighten up, fellas.
And it's more than you think.
Oh wow, tighten up, fellas.
It's more than you think, but I got that from that pillow talk though. See what I did?
Segway kings, we are becoming.
You feel me? No, but seriously, yeah. I don't believe that you should. Once you tell somebody you miss them, of course it's gratifying to hear it back. Mm-hmm. But you shouldn't expect it, bro, because everybody's different. The impact we have on each individual person, or it's different, right? So, you asked what you miss about me, and she said whatever it is she said or whatever. Well, guess what? That doesn't mean you missed that about her. You know what I'm saying? And I think when it comes down to it, like just to not have expectations, because you might hear something that you really don't want to hear, that you ain't ready for.
Very true. Nail on the head.
So, but as a human being, of course, you want to hear that someone misses you like you miss them. You want to hear that shit. Mm-hmm. Y'all do. Yeah, dude. There's not one time where you can think and say, tell somebody you miss them that you didn't want to hear it back. Think about it.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, like so nah, man. But I'm telling you, in 36 years, I have learned that you better not expect that shit back.
No,
and you fuck around, get your feelings hurt.
Yeah. The way I'm, set up. So if I tell it, then I'm not looking for it in return, because I'm telling you genuinely how I feel. Mm-hmm. I'm not looking for it in return for you to tell me, or, even if, when you say I love you, a lot of people, it's supposed to be, it's become customary to say that back. You know, and if someone tell you they love you and you don't say it back, then it's like that shit could turn into a damn problem.
Yeah, you know what? And that's another thing. I think over the years, man, and that I used to be that person. You know what I'm saying? I used to be the person that, hey, if I tell you I miss you, like, well, if I'm being unapologetic, I used to be that person. If I tell you I miss you, well, motherfucker, you know.
Hello.
Is this motherfucker on? Like,
your mouth on mute.
Yeah, right. But over the years, you know, I learned that, hey, like, everybody is not in the same boat as you, man, and everybody doesn't view you like you view them. And then when it comes down to that love word, especially love, I think the love word, if I say I love you, I don't necessarily expect for it to come out just from past experience, bro. You know what I mean? I've had those experiences where I said I love you, and it didn't come back. It wasn't said back to me. And I'm not even talking about in a relationship form. I'm talking about period. That I'm not necessarily talking about relationship, but I'm saying period. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, motherfucker, hey man, I love you, dog. You know, if you're talking about your homeboy, I love you, dog. Stay safe out here. Be cool. Be, you know, whatever. Guess what? Some men aren't comfortable with telling other men, I love you too. Right. Some men aren't, and that's fine. Whatever floats your boat. That's your cup of tea. Whatever. Yeah. So, you know, I think that's one angle. And then when it comes down to, you know, significant others, or it might be that initial where you think you love somebody, or you might love someone and they aren't there yet. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean they don't like you. It doesn't mean they don't rock with you. It just means that they might not necessarily have the love that you have for them. Return. So, you know what I mean? Like, so again, it's a fine. Yeah. Everything we're talking about today is a fine line, and that's so crazy.
Coincidence. It is. It is. I think we need to normalize that too. Just the not being able to express yourself and not looking for the same in return. Because at some point it could feel like it might not be genuine. I mean, I supposed to be able to genuinely tell you how I feel about you and not look for you to feel the same way or express yourself in return. It would be nice. It would be nice, but the reason why I'm telling you is not to get the same reaction. You know what I'm saying? So it should be able to be that way. Like, we should be able to do that just as people in general. I can tell you I love you, I miss you, and not say it, you know, and not expect to hear it back. If I hear it back, then okay. But I'm just letting you know how I feel. And there's motherfuckers out here that if you say that shit to them and there isn't a return, oh, I love you too, or I miss you too, then that person might not even say the shit to you again. You know what I'm saying? And their excuse is, oh, I told you I love you. I loved you Tuesday, and you ain't even say it back. So I'm like, what kind of shit is this?
Expectation. That's expectation. Exactly. People need to work on expectation management. That's what they need to do. That's what we need to work on, expectation management. And we can talk about that some other time. Look it up, Unapologetic Nation. Expectation management. It's a thing.
It is.
It's real. Absolutely. And I've almost mastered it, by the
way. Yeah, tell them plenty of classes and plenty of time to just be in dumb shit to where you should expect something, but the expected ain't always, it don't always happen.
Yeah, I am here to tell you, the people, it is not going to happen the way you see it all the damn time.
Right. Or how you expect it, yeah. And I don't know. So back to that subject, you know, I don't know. I left her on red because you know, I could have been unapologetic, like, no, I don't. But It's somebody that you have a rapport with, you care about, friend. So I guess I need to figure out how to handle that situation. You know what I'm saying? To be completely 100% honest to that person, but not hurt their feelings or don't want to hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? So I did, that's a crazy question. And I left it at that. She responded, but I left it right after that. Like,
okay,
you text me 2 days ago, telling me you miss me. 2 days later, you asking me, do I miss you? Like, are you serious?
Well, my friend,
she going through something, huh? Maybe. But what I was going to say is, you said you need to figure it out on how to handle it. Well, sir, the entire world can see this, including that young lady. So I think you just did. Probably. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You are right.
I mean, I'm just saying, maybe the next go around, but I think this one is in the bud.
Yeah. I mean, and in common sense would tell the average person that, we ain't talked in months. If I was missing you, I probably would have hit you up. And
I don't know, really. I don't know. I don't know, because I've been in situations where, I was, I might say I love you or I miss you or whatever. And for whatever reason, said person might have been like, you know what? They feel like if they say that to me, that they won't say that to me because they want to protect themselves from feeling away, whether they or protect themselves from me thinking or me letting up or me, when pressure's being applied, right? Being let up. And saying, hey, well, you know what? Yeah, if I tell this man I love him too, he might think that he back in good spirits. You know what I'm saying? You know that you know how that goes. Maybe you don't, but if you don't, I do. And and I've been through that before, man. And so, and said person might love my dang on dirty draws, but to come out and say it.
Right.
Bitch, you be better off saying goddamn snowing out here in this damn desert before a motherfucker tell you that. I'm trying to tell you, though. I'm trying to tell you. So, but I'm just saying I've lived it. So, you got to think about the other person too, what they got going on, why they said it. Like you said, you asked me if that girl was going through something.
Right.
It's very possible. It's very possible where she needed affirmation, man, from someone. Unfortunately, she knocked on the wrong door.
Yeah. That thin line, buddy. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. You looking to hear you missed from over here, and I don't know. But let's close this motherfucker out.
No doubt.
Out of here. Another episode. Enjoy myself.
Yes, sir. Always, man. Always, man. I think, it's always a pleasure being on with you, dog, man. I miss being around you, man, and rocking out, bro. And being able, to watch, go out and watch a ball game, or having a, you having a, get a woman, get me out of a headlock, or some shit like that.
Oh man.
Different story, different time,
That was Limelight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But as always, man, like, subscribe, share this thing. We're gonna keep this thing going, man. As always, shout out to my family, shout out to my babies, man. Shout out to folks overseas, man. Shout out to my partners back home. Shout out to the people all across the world, man, that's keeping us, keeping me, keeping you in their prayers, man. And I'll make sure I do the same. And as always, man, mental health is real. Myself and Reg, we may not be subject matter experts, but if you come up on the net, letting us know that you have an issue before you do anything, detrimental to yourself, please give us the opportunity and trust us with whatever issue that you have going on, and we can point you in the right direction before you hurt yourself. Other than that, big dog.
Yes.
I'm giving it up.
Thank you, everybody. Like Dre said, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But do better with the IG shit for Unapologetic. I got to. I heard. I don't interact with our listeners and viewers enough, to build the fan base. So
you know what? It should be a two-headed monster, man. It shouldn't just be you. You know how I feel about that IG shit.
Yeah, me too. No, I know where you're going. It's hard maintaining, because even on my shit, I'll post a story, but it's hard maintaining multiple social medias. Like if I'm paying attention to one, then the other ones ain't getting no attention. Like I might be on Twitter today, so my shit on IG ain't getting posted, shit on Facebook or whatever else. And most, it's gonna force us into another lane too, because most of my shit now is just for family. That's how I keep in touch with a lot of people. Sadly, but sad truth is social media. So it's just, having to, not just me, but you shift and get into that other mind frame that, hey, got to be on social media a little more, even though social media ain't really our thing like that.
Well, yeah, but it has to be, because if there's some stuff, we got to tap into this thing, man. If we're saying and showing that we are true to this, not new to it, then something's got to do better. We got to do better, Unapologetic Nation.
Yeah. We gonna get there, trust me. This gonna be a name. It's gonna be a name. We gonna definitely. But shout out to everybody that likes, that does like, share, subscribe, and even the ones that listen and view us and don't like, share, subscribe. I wish y'all would, because we get, when you look at our views versus the shares and likes and all the other stuff, it's like, well, come on, y'all. Like, I get it. I mean, it's hard to ask a lot of people for stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But one day, but we appreciate it. Anytime anybody could just sit down and listen to what the fuck Dre and I got to say is a pleasure in itself, because I mean, like we said on a couple of podcasts, you can be anywhere in the world doing anything you want to right now, but you are looking and listening to us. So, I mean, that in itself is a joy, because who the fuck are we? We just two average niggas that jump on the mic and talk regularly how we just talk to each other anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And that are real. Yeah.
But
sure,
we appreciate it though,
for sure.
But Guy, it was good talking to you as always, man. I can't wait till the link up. You get back, we can chop it up and
you
do some live shit. Yes, sir.
Yep. You already know. I'm looking forward to it.
But as always, everybody, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Another episode in the books. We will see y'all next week. Peace.
Take it easy.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic the Podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.